ikakat mo na din yung subscription mo doon. O kaya naman on the weekend, sobrang hilig mo mag-order ng grab food, food panda, or anything na yun, baka pwede kang magbawas doon sa mga nasa wants section mo. This year, this one is my next ipon challenge for the year. So, hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. So, for today's video, pag-uusapan lang naman natin kung ano yung mga tips on how to save easily. Actually, mahirap naman talagang mag-ipon di ba? So kung napadpad ka dito sa video na to, I'm sure you want to listen and to know more about the different tips on how to save easily. Pero ang tanong, paano nga ba? Right? So it's really hard to begin and to start saving money. Sobrang dali lang sabihin, sa susunod na sweldo mag-iipon na ako. But if you don't put it into action, it's really hard to start nang wala ka talagang goal or wala ka talagang pag-uumpisahan. So, if you are new on my channels, please consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up button, and turn on the notification bell para ma-notify ka whenever I upload a new video. So, without further ado, let's get on to the video. So, tip number 1, create a savings goal. So, yung number 1 is, dapat meron kang goal. Para saan nga ba? Bakit ka nga ba kasi nag-iipon? Is it for your education? Para ba to sa bahay? For your dream house? Para sa down payment for your future car? Or gusto mo bang mag-travel in the future? Para ba to sa retirement mo? Para ba to sa investment? Or is it for your future business? So, that's the number 1 tip. Kailangan meron kang savings goal. Because if you don't have a goal, paano ka nga ba mag-uumpisa mag-ipon? For example, meron na yung sweldo mo. So, I'm going to set aside a portion of money for my dream house. I'm going to set aside a portion of my money for my travel in the next 2 years. So, that's the number 1 tip. And aside from that, if may goal ka dapat, make sure that it's clear at dapat may deadline siya. Hindi lang, for example, I'm going to save for my travel. The question is how much at kailan yung travel na yon. For example, right now, pandemic pa naman, so lockdown, wala pa namang mga, ang dami pang travel restrictions. So, say for example, you wanted to go to Korea. So, since a pandemic pa naman, this is the perfect opportunity for us, including me, to save for that upcoming travel. So, say for example, I'm going to save 60,000 or 60 to 100,000 for the next 3 years. So, kung 3 years from now pa yon, malalaman mo na magsisave ka ng, say for example, 36K yung i-allot mo for that. And 3 years from now pa yon, so that's going to be 12 months in 1 year. So, that's going to be 36 months. So, alam mo na bago dumating yung ika-third year, dapat meron kang 36,000. So, kailangan, number 1 tip is set a saving goal. Kailangan meron kang goal. And it should be clear at alam mo dapat how much para mas ma-motivate ka to save for that particular goal. So, that's the tip number 1. Tip number 2, create a savings plan. So, number one, meron ka ng goal, kailangan meron ka ding savings plan. For example, you are planning to save 50,000 for this year, this 2021. So, ang question, how do you plan to save 50,000? So, every month, magsaset aside ka ng, say, you divide 50,000 divide 12. So, that's going to be 4,167 every month. So, kung medyo mabigat pa rin yung 4,167 every month, you divide it into, say, for example, 20 days daily. So, if you divide it into 20 days, so that's going to be 209 pesos daily. So, kung medyo mabigat pa rin yung 209 in 20 days, i-divide mo naman to into 30. So, 4,167 divide 30, that's going to be, divide 30, that's going to be 138 pesos. So, kailangan to tie it with the number one tip, which is to have a saving goal, kailangan you have to plan it well. You need to plan it accordingly. So, kung ang goal mo naman ay, if you wanna start smaller, let's say 50,000 is not really doable on your current stage kasi kanya-kanya tayo ng timeline, kanya-kanya tayo ng budgeting style. So, for example, nag-uumpisa ka pa lang talaga na mag-ipon at the moment at ang kaya lang ng budget mo or ang kaya mo lang i-set aside on a monthly basis is 1,000. So, you start with 1,000 pesos. So, as long as you stay true to 1,000 every paycheck or every month, then when you form the habit of saving 1,000, then you take it from there. So, wag natin masyadong madaliin. So, kung nahihirapan tayo mag-save or mag-set aside on a monthly basis, then we need to start small. Everything starts small naman. Then, let's take it from there. So, that's tip number 2. Create a savings plan. Tip number 3, create your own budget allocation. So, ano nga ba yung budget allocation? So, say for example, you want to follow 50, 30, 20 rule, or kung hindi naman mag-work yung 50, 30, 20 na rule, you can also allocate through 70, 20, 10, o kaya naman 80, 20. Whichever works for you. So, in my case, prior pandemic, I'm already using the 50, 30, 20 rule. Pero, the only difference, prior pandemic, hindi ko siya nililista. I don't list down all of my expenses. I don't list down all of my spending. Last 2019, share ko lang sa inyo. Last 2019, I got, meron kaming Kris Kringle, yung parang monita. And then, this was given by one of my office mates, si Chelsea. So, binigay niya to sa akin. And then, I started using it last January of 2021. Ayan. So, natapos ko siya. And it's really helpful because you would be able to identify kung saan napupunta every centavo. So, prior pandemic, I'm using 50, 30, 20, pero gamit ko lang yung utak ko. So, it's not really as detailed as right now. Since 50 for my needs, and then for my wants, 30, and then savings, 20%. So, yun yung sinusunod ko before. And then, so natapos na to ngayon. So, I also have a journal here. Ito naman, yung kulay green. This one, since every weekend or kung meron akong gustong bilhin na stocks sa stock market, if I want to study the company, at least yung fundamentals ng company na yun, I also list down here. And this little notebook that I'm showing to you, this is also what I am using naman dun sa cash envelope system ko. So, I recently started to do the cash envelope system by Dave Ramsey. So, ito yung ginagamit ko. Binili ko siya sa Shopee. So, meron na akong mga previous videos about my sinking funds. So, it also helped me to create my budget allocation. So, I currently have, I think, mga 10 categories na naka-segregate na siya. It's already part of my budget every month para organize yung pag-budget mo. So, those are some of the tips that I can give you. You can, number one, pwedeng mag-journal ka, list down all of your spending, create your own budget allocation. So, whatever works for you, kung mag-work yung 50-30-20, kung hindi naman mag-work, 70-20-10, kung hindi naman mag-work, 80-20. Basta make sure that whenever you get your pay, you need to set aside, or pay yourself first, you need to set aside directly savings, and then the rest go to your expenses. Dun mo na hati-hatiin. So, i-categorize mo. So, that's the tip number 3. So, tip number 4, save money by cutting your spending. So, since once you're done allocating your funds, or you were able to create your budget allocation on a monthly basis, I'm pretty sure na ma-identify mo na yung needs mo versus wants. And then, of course, from the needs, syempre hindi mo naman pwedeng i-cut back yung rent mo. So, you need to identify your needs like your rent, daily food, yung groceries, utility bills, yung tubig, kuryente, internet, kung nag-work ka sa bahay. So, try to check the items on, or your list on the wants side. For example, sobra-sobra yung pag-order mo through Lazada or Shopee every paycheck. I'm pretty sure that pwede kang mag-cut back dun sa expenses na yun. O kaya naman, second, personally, since pandemic naman at mostly sarado naman ng gym, I already cut my membership, or pina-freeze ko muna yung membership ko with Anytime Fitness, or kung meron ka pang ibang subscriptions. For example, gusto mo na hindi ka naman laging nanonood ng cable, lagi ka naman nasa YouTube, pwedeng siguro ipakat mo na din yung subscription mo doon. O kaya naman on the weekend, sobrang hilig mo mag-order ng grab food, food panda, or anything na yun, baka pwede kang magbawas doon sa mga nasa wants section mo, because baka mamaya sobra-sobra naman yung nagagastos mo doon. So I'm pretty sure that once you already list all of the items na ginagastos mo on a monthly basis, makakapag cut back ka dun sa mga expenses mo, and then it will go to your savings para mas dumami pa yung savings mo for the year. So that's tip number 4. Ito, last tip na to, tip number 5. So after identifying your savings goal, meron ka ng savings plan, meron ka ng budget allocation, meron ka na, nag-cut back ka na on your spending, hindi talaga, wala ka talagang maipon, nahihirapan ka talaga, wala talagang natitira. Tip number 5, create side hustles. So, or ito yung mga extra jobs that you can do. Especially nowadays, lahat ng tao ay nasa bahay lang. Kung kulang talaga yung sinusweldo or wala talagang natitira, you can, number 1, buy and sell. Kung mahilig ka, for example, sa cactus, pwede kang magbenta, post it online, post it on your Facebook account or marketplace, or anything that you can sell. Kung mahilig ka mag-bake, or kung di ka naman marunong mag-bake, try to learn new skills. O kaya naman kung mahilig ka mag-edit ng videos, pwede kang mag-edit ng videos. So, anything that you can think of, create a side hustle. So, kailangan meron kang extra income. So, kung wala talagang natitira from your salary on a monthly basis, you need to ensure na makakapag-isip ka where to get a different source of income aside dun sa income that you have right now. So that's going to be the tip number 5, and that's going to be the last tip for today for you to be able to save easily for the year 2021. Anyway, so I just want to share with everyone yung savings plan ko this year, this 2021. Actually, last year kasi yung ginawa kong savings plan is yung the incremental, like yung 50, and then week 1, 50, week 2, 100, week 3, 150. So, natapos ko yun last year. But this year, this one is my next ipon challenge for the year. So, ito yung sa Peso Sense Ipon Challenge. So, meron siya dito. Pag naglagay ka, isi-shade mo lang. So, I already started. So, ito yung ipon challenge ko for the year. So, you can also create your own ipon challenge for yourself and be committed lang for you to be able to hit that target. So, that's my ipon challenge for the year. Let me know kung meron kayong sariling ipon challenge for the year. So, you can also be creative kung ayaw nyo naman ng ipon challenge na you set aside sa alkansya nyo, or a jar system, or a cash envelope system. So, you can be creative. You can transfer it using your digital bank. Kung meron kayong digital bank, you can whatever works for you, as long as makakapag-save ka, I'm all good for that. So, those are some of the tips na maibigay ko sa inyo. It's only 5. I'm pretty sure that if you follow the 5 simple steps on how to save easily this year, and you can take it from there. Kasi once na ma-form na natin yung habit, once we were able to build the habit of setting aside a portion of our income that goes to our savings, everything follows na. So, well, I really hope that you've learned in today's video, in today's episode. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. See you guys on my next video. Stay safe, and God bless everyone. Invest wisely.